If you are using social media a lot, you probably heard the term winter arc. Winter arc. What is it? In simple terms, it is just the time during the winter and all of the months when it's cold that you focus on yourself, that you train really hard, that maybe you build something, work on something, and all of that stuff, and that you ignore everyone else and everything else. You just focus on this lock in. And it's became a meme a bit, but it makes some sense. But I was wondering, why is there no summer arc? Why is there a winter arc instead of a summer arc? And the answer is, well, when it's warm outside, when it's hot outside, like in the summer, nobody wants to work. The weather is so important. Just when you look out the window, what do you see and how cold it is? It has such an impact on you, whether you want to admit it or not. If it is hot summer outside, an example, you can just leave the house and you'll feel happy. Your brain will be happy, your mental health will be better because the sun works this way. You will be much healthier, you will sleep less and better. You will probably have better appetite. Your whole body will feel much better and you will be much happier, which means you probably will try less to work on your goals, for example. But in the winter, on the other side, when it is fucking cold and snowy and nobody wants to be outside because it's really cold and you get, and for example, a lot of people get sick. What the fuck you're gonna do? It gets dark at like 4 p.m. Then what else is there to do? You are sat at home for the whole day probably, or for the most of your free time. And what else is there to do than just work on something or train? And I found this to be true in my own life. I train a lot. And in the summer, it is like, yeah, I'll go to the gym, I'll do the workout, but it's not the same. When it's the peak of the winter, it is super cold and super dark very early. You're in the gym, you just will, there's nothing else to do. It can be Sunday or it can be Friday evening. Just don't care. There is nothing better to do than the workout at the moment because no one is outside. Why would you want to be the only person? What you're gonna do? Walk the street, walk the sidewalk alone. There's nobody here. Even if you go to some places where usually people hang out, there's not a lot of them. You go there in the middle of the summer, there's everyone. Everyone is outside. That's why the winter arc exists. And the important thing, because I just described what is the winter arc, to be honest, and why it is what it is. The important thing about it is to not miss it, to actually think. You don't have to be cringe and yeah, I'm on winter arc and I'm looking. That mentality is kind of weird, but to just understand that during the months of the year that are cold, that it's dark early, that not many people want to go outside, it is perfect time to actually do something. If you want to train hard, you want to bulk, you want to gain muscle, this is the best time ever. Your health might be better during the summer, but for some reason, I don't know why, training just works better in the winter. For me, for all of the people I know, it just does. Because of the reasons that I just said before. Maybe you want to work on something, whatever it is, just the vague thing, work on something. We work on something that will get you some benefit. Maybe it will give you money in the future. Maybe you will learn some skills. Just pick your thing, whatever. This is the best time. Maybe you go to the gym 4 p.m. It's Friday evening, you have the whole weekend. 4 p.m. you're at the gym, it's already fucking dark, like in the middle of the night. You go, you work out 1.5 hours, then you go back home, you eat something, you wash yourself. Still nobody wants to go outside. Maybe sometimes you will, maybe if especially if you have a car, it's fine. But if it is snowing really hard, not many people want to. or they just want to go outside less. So you have way more time to now work on something. It is a beautiful time, and especially because it will end now. In my country, it is getting warmer. It is finally getting warmer. These are the first days that you can feel that it's getting warmer outside. It's no longer super cold. The sun is there, finally. And it reminded me that all of this, the winter time, it was just for this, to just try to build something, and then you emerge into the summer and into the spring and the summer with the results. Because, for example, if you start to work on something and train in the summer, well, then it takes time to get results. You'll have them for the winter. Who gives a fuck about anything in the winter? So the next winter, if you are in the winter right now, or the next one, when it gets cold, when it gets dark, just try to spend this time on yourself. Don't try to really go outside. Yeah, still go outside sometimes and spend time with people. It's important. You cannot completely cut out everyone and meeting with people. Absolutely not. It will damage your health and how you think and your progress to these goals. But you have much more time and you'll be much more focused, because when you're sat there at 6 p.m. and it is super dark and cold, you are more focused on the thing you're doing instead of just thinking, man, I could be outside. It is a blessing. If you live in a place where it is winter throughout the whole year, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I don't know what to tell you, to be honest. Then you can work until you can get out. Then it has a benefit. I once watched a video about how to make a perfect country, and it said that you need the agriculture, some terrain for the agriculture, and that you need the weather to be pretty shit. The weather to be like in the UK, because in the UK, I've been there like once, a couple of years ago, like 7, 8. So I don't really know, but it is. But in the internet, always when I hear someone talking about it, it's constantly rainy. There is barely any sunlight. It is cloudy. This is a depressing weather, but this is a perfect weather to work, to try, to build something, to put effort, because it's shit outside and it makes you depressed. It aspires you to work. And there is a benefit to this. There is a huge benefit to this. If you don't see this, if you're just, oh, I wish it was better, well, then you're going to suffer. It's going to change or not anyway. You cannot affect the weather. But if you just see the weather and act and use it to your advantage, when it's shit, work. When it's not shit, well, then you can enjoy a bit more of your life. I think it's a great improvement to everyone's life. I think everyone should take the weather into consideration, because it truly has a meaningful impact on you. That's what I wanted to tell everyone. If you actually got some value from this video, go and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate this. Thank you.